So now that we have this, you should see a folder here called Unity ARKit plugin. Go inside that folder and then go to the examples folder. And in there you see a bunch of these examples. The one I was just mentioning, face tracking, is right here. But we're going to do the Unity AR balls for now. And then we're going to build our own scene, actually, after that. But first we're just going to try to export just the example scene. Make sure it all works. Once it all works, then we'll kind of start experimenting a little bit on our own. And I can kind of show you the AR portal and how to kind of make your own AR portal. That's the goal. So we're going to open up this Unity scene called Unity AR balls. So are you still importing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Right.
sorry. Oh, yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait a little bit longer. Are you screen recording as well?
I stopped it.
Okay. Is it on the same texture?
No, it's on a different one now. It's still in sloth, but it's a different albedo one. The one with metallic.
Everyone's got their iPhone charger, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're gonna need that.
That adapter.
Yeah, I got this crazy one that has Ethernet, has memory card.
Whoa.
4 USBs. It gets so hot though.
And it powers itself, right? I mean, it. You know,
Well, I'm actually putting. You don't have to,
yeah.
but I'm running the charger through it. It's so hot. But they say it's supposed to. Yeah, it's normal. Grab more tea real quick. Should we go by that? Yours finished recording?
Okay.
All right. So yeah, go to open the Unity ARKit folder, examples, and then Unity AR balls. So then what we're gonna do is we are going to just again open that Unity scene. We're not really gonna change anything in here yet. There's not really much we can. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this project. So we're going to go to File, Build Settings again, and you're going to see like a list of scenes here. You're going to check mark the Unity AR balls scene. And once you have that, you're going to click Build. And it's going to tell you, where do you want to build. Just you can put it on your desktop and just call it, AR Kit Test Xcode, something like that. Make sure like you get used to naming your files and stuff, since you are planning on becoming like a Unity developer, any kind of developer in general. Don't just name things like new test, blah blah blah, whatever. I used to do that, and man, it gets confusing real fast. So like name stuff, date it. Like I date like everything, what's today's like 26, like 27, like 18, something like that, 27, 18, and then like I know for sure what it is. You cannot like not know, but you don't have to do it for this. But it's just my recommendation, and you'll probably realize it sooner rather than later that oh man, I should really start naming these things properly. So it'll take a little bit to export. So this is unique to iOS. Is what it does is it actually first it exports an Xcode project, and then from Xcode you actually build to your device. Whereas all the other Android, all the other stuff just builds directly from Unity and you can run it. Alright, so once you have it exported, let me know when it's done. You should have this folder, and now what you're going to go and do is you're going to go into that folder, and in there you're looking for this file called Unity iPhone.xcode project. So you double click that, and it's going to open up Xcode. So I'll wait for you both to finish exporting. Oh, why is my computer so fast? It's screen recording too. Got it? Alright, cool. So now what you're going to do is you're going to plug in your device to your computer. And once you have it plugged in Xcode, I want you to click this top left part right here. It says Unity iPhone. And now what you're going to see is just a few settings here. So this first thing, display name, is literally the app name, what it's going to be called on your phone. So you can just call this something simpler, just like AR Kit Test or something like that. The bundle identifier is just something that's like basically the ID of your app, which is what decides whether an app gets overwritten and stuff. So the version and stuff, once you upgrade the versions, it's just like something that, if you ever publish to the App Store and stuff, there's guides and stuff on how this stuff works. But basically, today you release version 1, and a month from now you'll release version 1.1. And then, once it's on the App Store, they know which versions it is. And then on your phone, if someone bought your app or something, they'll get that update like, hey, there's an update available for your app, and then that's kind of a way for you as a developer to manage that. So once you release some new features to your app, you upgrade the version number here, and then the App Store will know, and it'll tell all your current users that there's an update waiting for them. So, but then what you're also going to see is here, you'll probably see like a little error warning thing. Signing for Unity iPhone requires a development team. So here where it says team, you should click that, and you should see if something shows up there. For me, my name is there. For y'all, let's see what's there. So personal team. Okay, good. So you should select your name and personal team. Do you have that?
No, I need to add.
Yes. Go ahead and do that. Perfect. So now you should be able to go back. Yeah, there you go. So then the other thing, it's going to say, let me see if it says it on yours too. Yeah. So it says failed to create provisioning profile, something along those lines. Mm-hmm. So what you want to do now is, I see. So it says change it to something like a unique string or something like that. Let me see if I put my personal team if it says that. Yeah. So see where it says bundle, see the same error. You should both be getting this. So where it says bundle identifier, you can read what it says here. Cannot be registered to your development team. Change your bundle identifier to unique string and try again. So what you want to do is change this to something like com dot, your name dot like, ARKit test or something like that. That should be unique enough, I think. And click something like the version, and then see if that error goes away.
Yep.
Went away? Great. So it's just I don't know why it does that only for the personal team, but not for the regular team. So that should be covered. And then the last thing you should have to do is up here where it says generic iOS device in the top left. You see that? You should click there, and your device should show up there. It should create a provisioning profile automatically, meaning that it's basically taking your device certificate and it's attaching it to your development team, and then that basically means your device is authorized to run apps from your computer. So that's all working? Everyone got that? All right. So now all you should have to do is just press play right here, and the build process should start. And let's see if it gives us any errors. It usually does. If it doesn't, that's great too. It made it a lot more seamless.
You didn't have to change this deployment target?
Nope. Shouldn't have to. In case it does, then we should make it iOS 11 or something. Yep, so just let it make the changes. This is your computer account, not your Apple developer account. Yeah, just your local computer account. There you go. So yeah, it's building. Mine's still good. If you were to get an error, you should have gotten it by now. So if there's no errors, I think we should be all golden. So, unlock your phone just in case. That sometimes is a problem. So just unlock it right now while it's still building. Sometimes it'll give you an error, say I can't do it because it's locked. thinking. There we go. Mine is pretty much done. So I'm gonna open up QuickTime. Wait. Verify. So you might get this error in the end. I'm gonna wait for you all to get this error. Because I'm using my personal team as well. So usually if I don't use my personal team, I already have my iPad certificate trusted. But it'll probably say the same thing. So what you're gonna have to do when it gives you this problem is you have to actually go into your device and trust your computer.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's just wait for it to say that. See, it's going to say there, open settings, navigate to general device management, then select your developer app certificate to trust it. That's what you're going to have to do. This is a one-time process, so once you have it, then this should be good.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It took a
Good.
minute.
I already see it on the phone.
I see it too, but it still shows up. But I have the.
Oh, you have the icon. Now it's running on. I didn't get the error. But
Oh, cool. So press OK, allow the camera usage. So, yeah, so let's try this. So, let's go to General and Device Management. And so now should just be able to run it. There it is. So run that app.
can we unplug?
Yeah, but if you unplug it, it'll like you'll have to start the app again. But yeah, you can unplug it and then just start the app. So I'm gonna just do this just so it's here in the screen recording. I'll open up QuickTime. Yeah, so you basically go into settings. What is it? Settings, general, and then what was it again? Device management. I don't see it here. That's weird. Oh, under it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like, and then
Oh, profiles and device management. Mine's called profiles too. So trust. You trust, and then you're good to go. And then all you have to do is run the app. Test, and you trust allowed access to the camera, and then you should get up. Did I just disconnect? I did. Come back, QuickTime. Restart this QuickTime. Yeah, so in this demo, you could tap. Yeah, so you could tap, and it will create objects in AR. And you can see that you could zoom in and out, and you're fully in AR. Things will fall off the table as far as it knows what's a table. The more you kind of scan around, the more it will kind of get a better idea of what your surface looks like. So yep, I'll show you. Just force quit this. So you try to give ARKit like a little bit of kind of just some stuff to look at. So you kind of let the camera start scanning. There you go. See, once the camera is scanned enough, it kind of starts to approximate space, and then you can just go ahead and start tapping. And you can see that you can actually zoom in and out on the table as it's AR. It's there. See that? So yeah, the important thing is ARKit needs to see data. So it needs to see as much kind of perspective. So what I've seen, if you've ever downloaded any ARKit games and stuff, the first thing the game tells you is like scan your play area. You scan your play area, and then when the first plane gets created, that's when you can start placing stuff on it. That's why that plugin that I was looking at earlier that detect walls, I was like, wow, someone did that. Yeah, someone did that. Yeah, that's not even something Apple did. Just someone actually did that. So that should be ARKit. You saw how easy it is to get it all exported and running on your phone. And now we can have some fun with this. So we can actually start playing with it and seeing what kind of stuff we can create. The simplest and just kind of like coolest, I think, is the AR portal. We've all kind of seen it, maybe like on Facebook and stuff. People like walking into like a portal and then being in another world. Yeah. So we're gonna try to do something very similar to that. So I'm gonna close Xcode just by right-clicking and quit, because just pressing the X doesn't actually close it. We're gonna go into Unity. So the example that I want to look at now is Unity AR Occlusion. I'm gonna open that one up. I want to just look at some of these resources here. Oh, there it is. So I found it. So here's what we're gonna do, right? So open up like I said, the Unity AR occlusion scene. And we just kind of want one of these because it's already set up with some stuff. I don't know what this character is. That's that. Oh, they're test characters. Looks kind of funny. But what we want to do here is we want to get rid of this random cube. So you can just select random cube in here, right click it and delete. We also want to select this hit cube parent. Delete that as well. You don't need it. Just kind of cleaning up our scene. AR camera manager we need. Generate planes. We actually won't need that either, but let's just keep it there for now. That's the thing that generates the blue planes that you were just looking at. Actually, no, that's not it. That's something else. Might not need that either. So instead of deleting it, just deselect it. Just kind of like you can click it, and then Unity on the right side here in the inspector, you can turn off that check mark, and you can see that it gets grayed out. So that's almost like it just becomes inactive. If we do end up needing it, we can activate it again just to check. So we basically don't need anything other than just like the very basic ARKit stuff. Everything else is good. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do now. So we want to create like an AR doorway. I like to kind of do it like in the example video that you might have seen that I put up for the promo for the class. I kind of made this, it was like a rock doorway kind of thing. So we're going to go over to our good old asset store, and we're just going to try to download some rocks. We're going to search for rocks. And we want some free ones. Man, these are $5. Jesus. They look so bad. Free only. And let's see what rocks are good here. These are pretty good. Yeah, let's go with these. Let's see what they look like. Yeah, these should be perfect. So free rocks, import this, download import. So we're going to introduce some interesting concepts here. It's a pretty advanced material. You don't actually need to build it. It's kind of like already given as part of the ARKit plugin. It's something called an occlusion plane. So it's a plane that everything behind it is hidden. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to create a scene, create a doorway, cover the outside of the doorway with the occlusion plane so you can't see anything behind those occlusion planes, but only through the doorway.
Okay.
And then you basically will give that illusion of it just being a doorway, but there being a big world behind that door. That's kind of the idea of how the AR portal works. So it's going to take a little bit to import these rocks. They got like lots of textures and stuff, so we'll just give it a little bit to import. I'm going to pause this video and start it right back up when that's all good.